For someone who claims to be so pro-life, Brian Kemp has opposed the expansion of Medicaid in the state of Georgia that was provided through the Affordable Care Act. And this means that 400,000 Georgians are now uninsured. Brian Kemp wanted to impose a work requirement for people to even receive any Medicaid expansion in the state of Georgia. And this high uninsured rate is having really devastating effects on Georgia hospitals. Georgia had the third highest number of rural hospitals closed in the union. And when rural hospitals close, that's devastating for communities because they lose access to healthcare providers. Even if you're insured, it means that there's no doctor in your town or county. And so the consequences of his actions have really been quite startling, and they're leaving Georgians a lot less secure and a lot less healthy.
The work requirement is so particularly cruel and not even something that you see replicated in many other Republican states, because so often folks who are applying to Medicaid cannot work. People want to work. If you're applying to Medicaid, it's frequently because something like an injury, there's some other issue preventing you from receiving care. So the callousness of this, it's pretty wild.
Brian Kemp, as we know, is running against Stacey Abrams, who has made this a core part of her campaign. She is very vocal about the fact that she grew up in sort of right around the poverty line and has needed to depend at different times on social services and the social safety net, and has made Medicaid expansion and the fact that she would expand healthcare in the state of Georgia kind of key to her campaign and what she's talking to voters about.
And I know that there are Democrats and Republicans who know that it is time to expand Medicaid. The problem is not the people. The problem is the governor. And we know that if we have a governor who will sign Medicaid expansion, I have no doubt that I will be able to get it through. We lost 3 hospitals during COVID, and that is purely the fault of Governor Kemp.
As is sort of always the case, nobody says about it in Stacey Abrams. The problem is the governor.
At American Bridge, we're holding Republicans accountable. Subscribe and join the fight.